Hello, this is Claude Bell with 24/7 Online Marketing, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Marketing on Social Media 101. We're talking about how to set up your Facebook group, basically how to optimize it. We've done that so far. So in this video series, now we're going to really jump into content part of your Facebook groups. What type of content should you post, right? So we're going to deep dive into the different types of content to post on your Facebook groups. Okay, guys, just to kind of recap here, in the previous videos, we talked about, about Facebook groups, what is Facebook groups, right? What the benefits are of Facebook groups. We talked about that in our very first episode of talking about how to set up Facebook groups and what all about Facebook groups, right? And then the second set of series, about 7 video series, I walked you through how to set up and optimize your Facebook group to keep it protected from spammy type of posts or comments, all that type of nature, right? How to kind of protect your group and keep it safe on your public group. So now we come to, it's finally time to start posting some sort of content into your Facebook groups. And so what exactly are you going to post? So that's what we're going to talk about here today in our video. So let's talk about the type of Facebook posts that you should be working with here, or type of content you should be dealing with here. So let's talk about content types, right? We're going to talk about our content types. Now, to me, there are really 3 types of content that you should be posting in your Facebook groups, right? The one is connections. I'll talk about that a little bit, give you some examples of what that is. The other one is how to do something, right? Whatever your Facebook group's about. For me, it's about marketing. So how to do some sort of marketing trick, method, or whatever it may be, right? And then the other one is your offer. So it's basically going to try to sell something to your group, or let them know that you have something for sale, right? So those are your 3 basic content types that we're going to talk about in this video. So let's kind of jump in here to connections. So now we're looking at our connection types of posts. So let me kind of just show you what those are. For instance, here. So here we have one of them is holiday anniversary celebration. So major holidays, you can post about that. Anniversaries, you got a business anniversary, a teammate anniversary, a work anniversary, whatever it may be for someone in your business, whatever it may be, you can talk about that. Maybe celebrations, maybe you got to celebrate major milestones in your business, maybe milestones in your community, maybe milestones in your neighborhood, whatever it may be. You celebrate those. Those are things that help you connect with people. So connection posts are things that kind of hit the emotional level. More of an emotion type of content, something that's pleasing, something that's, happy. It could be negative, but mostly positive type of emotional connection with with your audience, right? Kind of let me know who you are. It could even be something about, hey, our business rallies around this football team, right? And so we're going to celebrate, or we're going to talk about a little bit of that. So it's something that allows you to connect with your audience, just outside of your normal business type of content. Another thing we can talk about here is also as well is conversation starters. We can talk about conversation starters. Now, conversation starters, really what it sounds like. It's, hey, let's start a conversation. So, for instance, what is your favorite ice cream flavor, right? So what is your favorite ice cream flavor? Is it vanilla, strawberry, milk, whatever. Hey, if you had $1,000, what would you do to market your business, right? There's something the conversation starts, something like that. Hey, my favorite grooming kit for my dog is this. What about yours? I often post 3 times a week. How often do you post, right? Conversation starters. Those are conversation starters, right? Simple one. Hey, how's the weather out there, right? Conversation starters. So then the other kind of posts we have is polls and surveys, right? So polls and surveys are basically what they are. You can do a poll. You can poll your group. Hey, how many people have used Facebook for their marketing? How many people are using TikTok for marketing, right? Polls, right? That type of thing. What is your favorite marketing channel? Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, right? Those type of things, right? So you can have a poll for your audience and they can see the results. Another type of content that we like to put on there is curated content, right? This could be simple, right? You might have found a very interesting article that you read related to your business, or maybe some sort of related to something, not particularly in your business, but maybe closely related to your business, maybe a feeder to your business, or downstream or upstream to your business, or maybe just something that could just impact your community, right? So just curated content that you found some interesting article out there or video that you want to share with your group. That's really all that is. So that's a perfect type of connection post. Another one is events. So let's say you're going to be hosting an event, right? You want to let your your audience know as well. Let's say you're going to be attending an event, right? And you're going to be there. You might let the audience know as well. Or maybe you just have your own a business event that you're going to invite people to come to kind of mingle, network, whatever it may be, right? Those are events. Those are connection type posts. Now that ends our connection post. So let's talk about our how-to post. This real quick how-to post is very simple. How to do something, right? How to use Facebook to market your business, how to use Facebook groups to get free traffic to your business, right? How to use YouTube videos to get traffic to your business, how to automate your sales system, how right, you get to understand. So how to videos are really what they are. They're like tutorial videos, if you want to look at it that way. Interesting, like all the videos I just kind of put out there recently on YouTube and in this Facebook page and also on LinkedIn, showing you guys how to actually set up a Facebook group. Those are how-to videos or how-to content. Now, the other one is a straight offer. Hey, for $9.99, if you want to get the complete course of how to set up your Facebook groups, right? I'm selling that offer for $9.99, right? So that's an example of an offer. It can be straight pitched just like that. Doesn't have to be anything sugar-coated. Now, of all these types that we're talking about here, right? I will tell you this. All these content types here, you can actually kind of combine these three or combine two or all three of them if you want to, right? You can have an emotional connection post with an offer at the end. You can have an emotional connection post with a how-to, showing them how to do something, right? Those type of things. It doesn't matter. You can actually combine these. So if I actually would have had a fourth one here, I could be like a super content, which would be all three combined, right? As well. So that's the type of content that you can post. So now I kind of want to quickly go over the post types. So let's talk about post types. And they're pretty simple. And we're going to start off with there's photo, there's video, there's live video, and then there's messenger room, right? So photo is very simple. You got some text with a photo there, or maybe just have a photo with some text inside the photo that demonstrates something, right? It could be something emotional. Maybe you got two people holding hands, right? That's emotional content type post, right? You can do that with photos. Video, you can connect with people. You can give them your opinion about a certain thing that's happening in the current events, right? Connection with them with that way. Or you can use video for a how-to, right? Like I did in these past posts I've been posting on Facebook and on Twitter and LinkedIn and everything else on YouTube, right? So how-to videos could be the same way. Live video, right? You could go live with how-to videos. You can go live with some sort of connection type post as well. And then we have what we call the messenger room. The messenger room thing is basically this. It's nothing more than like a teleconference, a Zoom conference call for Facebook, right? It uses Messenger. You can basically have a room. You can invite maybe 50 people. You can just have a session. It's a live video session with a group of people, right? You can actually do that with inside of your Facebook group, right? And so it's very powerful. Those type of different posts you can do. So let's say you got a very big, huge Facebook group, and let's say you just kind of want to talk to a certain segment of your group, right? You can invite them to a certain room. So let's say for me, I got a whole bunch of prospects in there. I like to service dentists, chiropractors, right? Real estate agents, dealerships, automotive dealerships, right? But let's say I have something specific to that industry. So I might do a messenger room so I can have a straight conversation just with that messenger, just with that specific industry around some marketing, because other industries, it might not really help them or affect them, or it might not be relevant for their industry, right? So that's where that messenger room type of posts are very are good to use for that type of that type of content. All right, so now the other one I want to talk about to you guys is post frequency. So we look at post frequency here. What we're looking at here, we got basically, like I said, you got a minimum amount, an optimal amount, and a maximum amount of content, amount of times, how often you should post, right? So the minimum amount that we should post here. The minimum amount that we should post is like 3 times per week, right? And then we have the optimal amount of time is once per day, right? And then the maximum amount of time you should post is actually twice per day, right? And so that's how often we should post in your Facebook group, right? So you want to do no more than twice per day. You kind of want to keep around maybe optimal once per day, right? Especially starting out. And if you're starting out, you want to get a lot of content out there so it doesn't look empty, right? And so when people start joining the group, they see a lot of content. You can do twice per day because why? Because no one's really in your group, so you're not really going to upset anybody by having a whole bunch of content in there, right? But once people start coming into your group, you kind of probably start backing off, and you get enough people in there to where you maybe just doing once per day, right? And then if your things get really moving and really, really busy, and you got a real big group, and again, a lot of people contributing, a lot of your members contributing to your group, then you probably want to come back and just maybe go 3 times per week, right? And so that's kind of how I look at it, how often you should post and post frequency. So that's all we have for content for in this session here today. So I hope you guys understood. I hope you guys enjoyed this content that we're sharing with you today. And if you have any questions at all about what I've shared with you, as far as let me scroll back out here, right? As far as to setting up your Facebook group or what type of content to post, right? Please reach out to me. You can direct message me. You can leave a comment below this video, and I'll be glad to help you, or to actually just join my Facebook group as well. So thank you so much. God bless you. Have a beautiful night. Take care.